It's time to change your mindset. It's gonna hurt anyways. What is going on, guys? KrysticMusic here, and welcome to Mental Health Wednesdays. If you are new here, welcome. We're glad to have you. These videos are gonna be just to talk about everyday life, because after all, we are all human going through life for the very first time. And in these videos, the comment section is purely gonna be about, if you have questions, if you need any help or advice, if you're going through something, if you just need to say hey, you know what I'm saying? So it's time to change your mindset. And if you haven't noticed already, life is kind of wild, you know what I mean? Just everything in general, just your personal lives, your friends, community, the world, school, work, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it. And it's not only if, it's when life gets you to the point where you're totally lost, leaves you sitting there like, what happened? What is happening? You know what I mean? I do believe that there comes a point in everyone's life when a switch happens and you're like, I need to change. You know what I mean? Something ain't working, whether if it's your job, your mental state, your friends, even your family, the way you think, the way you move, the way you make a living, the way you chase your dreams, fitness, whatever it is. I feel like there does become a shift in everyone's life because it is very comfortable being comfortable, if that makes sense. And when I say it's gonna hurt anyways, whatever you're going through, we're human. It's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? Whether you're going through a loss of a job, a loss of a loved one, a loss of a best friend, a heartbreak, it's gonna hurt anyways, right? Nothing's gonna make it hurt any less. Sure, you may delay the inevitable, whether that's numbing your feelings, turning to substances, turning to stuff that isn't you. And then if it comes to it, damaging somebody else just because you're trying to fill a void that's missing in your life. You know what I mean? So it's going to hurt anyways. No matter what you do, it's going to hurt. And if you think about it, whatever you're doing, lifting, running, it's going to hurt anyways. So you might as well just give it your all. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna hurt whether you try or not. You're tired, you're gassed, your legs are on fire, you feel like you can't go no more. You're gonna feel like you can't go no more whether you try 100% or whether you try 50%. So you might as well try 100%. And changing your mindset into something positive is so powerful. And what I recommend you do, and what has helped me tremendously, is because I have been that person that gets sad, gets heartbroken, gets confused, gets lost, and I either numb the pain or I just don't sit in it. So I've done everything but sit in it. You know what I mean? So take it from me and saying that does not work. It just makes it worse. Whether it be a couple days, couple weeks, years later, it's gonna get worse rather than just sitting in it for however long it takes. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't believe that this stuff was actually real, and the stuff that you manifest and the stuff that you dream of, the stuff that you think about, the stuff that you say, everything matters. You know what I mean? The people around you, your environment, everything matters, especially in childhood, early adulthood. Everything matters. You can figure that out real quick. Nothing is just a coincidence. You know what I mean? People are the way they are for a specific reason, whether they know it or not. It's just up to you what you do with the information. So my advice to you when you're lost and in that state, just take 15 minutes, the next 15 minutes. You don't need to worry about, hey, what am I going to do with my life? How am I going to live without this job? How am I going to live without this person? How am I going to do this without my best friend? You know what I mean? Don't worry about that. Just worry about what you're going to do in the next 15 minutes, whatever that may be, and then do it. It could be as simple as brushing your teeth. It could be as simple as taking a shower. It can be as simple as going to your dog and playing fetch with him. You know what I mean? Making yourself a cup of coffee. Because trust me, once you do one thing in those 15 minutes, it's just going to spiral. There's a reason they call it a spiral, right? Because you do one bad thing and it leads to another bad thing and it leads to another bad thing. Why don't you just make those bad things a good thing? Just start with brushing your teeth, taking a shower, making that cup of coffee, because it's going to spiral in a good way. You know what I mean? Who says spirals have to be bad? I didn't want to make this video, but here I am making it. And I don't know if anything good is going to come out of it, but I definitely wouldn't know if I didn't make it, if that makes sense. So my challenge to you is just take the next 15 minutes. If you get anything out of this video, take the next 15 minutes. You don't have to worry about the rest of your life right now. We don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? The world could end tomorrow for all we know, you know what I mean? So, and I know the things I'm saying aren't easy, right? Because I've been there. And I've had people be like, hey, why don't you just do this? Why don't you do that? And the last thing I want to do is take advice from somebody, especially somebody from the internet. You know what I mean? There has been time when I've heard something and I'm like, that probably would be good for me. And now it's up to me whether I do those things or whether I ignore those things and keep making bad decisions. Because if you know and you keep doing something wrong, eventually your inner self is going to be like, you know better. The mindset of I don't know any better and I don't know any different is over. As soon as you know that, your life is going to change for the better. Once your mindset aligns and is in balance, then that's when your life really starts to take off. And it's not going to happen overnight. And I feel like once you change that mindset, your thinking of I need this fast will be obliterated. I know I ain't the only one searching up on the internet how to make $100 in one night. You know what I mean? How to make $500 in a week. I know I'm not the only one that has done that. Once this shift in your mindset happens, you start getting less worried and less focused on the end goal, and you're having fun in the journey and in the moment, in the process. And then that will slowly start to take effects in other things in your life. You know, for example, me, whether if it's this YouTube thing, whether if it's my job, whether if it's, fitness. I know I haven't been the only one searching up how to get abs in a week. You got a pool party coming up. You got to get abs in a week. Now I enjoy the process, right? I enjoy going to the gym, knowing I ain't going to get results in a day, in a week, maybe even a month. Real results. It's all in the mindset. And I feel like, unfortunately, most of the times, rather than not, you do have to go through something horrible for a mindset change that dramatic to happen. I only hope and pray that it doesn't have to be too horrible, or you just do it because you're that focused and you're that driven that you're saying, I don't need to have something horrible happen to me. I can do it right now, and I can avoid all that at all costs. Because I do know we are human. We do make mistakes, and we do need to learn from those mistakes. How are you going to learn if you don't fail? At the end of the day, we're all going to fail at some point. We're all going to get hurt at some point. We're all going to get angry at some point. We're all going to get thrown through the fire at some point. I do believe it has to be real personal, and it has to be alone in its core. Like, yeah, you can have friends and family that love you, but it's those moments when you're alone, wherever that is, in the gym, in your room, in the car, where you're just like, man, reflecting on what has really happened and what is going to happen from here on out depends on you and you alone. People can't change you. Only you can change yourself. And I know it's so easy to have that rebel mindset and to be like, I'm already doing bad. What? You know what I mean? Let me just get it out the way. You know that saying that's going around on TikTok, like, man, it's been a while since I've done something bad. Trust me, like, I have those thoughts too. I'm not out here just like doing good for the hell of it. Like, I'm doing it for me. And it is hard, especially when you used to live like that. And you used to live in that revenge mode that, like, man, everything bad is happening to me, so I'm gonna make sure everybody else gets it. Let's be real. Let's call it what it is. And like I said, it all ties back to, if you know what's wrong and you know what's right, then that's when it hits. Because you can't fault somebody for not knowing what they don't know. And as soon as you know it, that's when your true color shows. And your true color will show no matter how long it takes. And once you see it and you don't like it, it's up to you to change it. So change that mindset. It's going to hurt anyway. So why not turn that hurt into good? You're either going to hurt, do bad, and then deal with it later, or hurt, deal with it now while you're doing good things. Only good things are going to come of it. And trust me, I realize 100% that it's easier said than done, like I'm saying. I wish I can jump through the screen and like show you, but this is the most I can do with what I've got. This is the most I can serve with what I got. And I know I got to do everything I can to help others use my situations, to help others. Honestly, I would want someone to have done this for me, Even if I wouldn't have listened, I probably would have heard it. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Change your mindset because it's going to hurt anyways. Focus on those 15 minutes. Don't focus on the rest of your life right now. You don't have to. Right this second, you don't have to. Sure, you can plan your life out, but you don't have to do that right now in these next 15 minutes. If you want to plan your life out, plan it on that 16th minute. You know what I mean? Just focus on yourself and your mental health right now. Just being mindful and being self-aware is so powerful. I don't know if you know that tool that's called the HALT method. Literally an acronym that can lead to poor decisions. So HALT: hungry, angry, lonely, tired. These 4 things can lead to so many bad decisions. So you got to just be self-aware. And yeah, it is that simple. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe I'm just feeling lonely and I want to mess some stuff up. Maybe I'm just hungry, bro. Let me eat something. Maybe I'm just angry. You know what I mean? Because you're not a bad person. You just make bad decisions, but you can choose to not let those bad decisions happen as much as you can. And if you tried everything and bad decisions still happen, just look back at it and be like, I did all I could have done and I live with no regrets. Bad things are going to happen. And if I can't avoid it, then I can't avoid it. But at least you know that you tried everything in your power. Because the only person you can control is yourself. And you can't control anybody else. as much as you want to. As soon as you realize that, that's a whole nother video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe for more. I might do 1 or 2 of these videos a week, definitely on Wednesdays. Definitely check back on Wednesdays for the mental health videos. And definitely comment if you just want to start a conversation, if you're struggling with anything, if you have some advice for others, because I know life is wild right now. But anyways, I hope everybody has a great day. Take the next 15 minutes after this video to just reflect, be self-aware. And as always, my name is KrysticMusic. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more, and comment what you think. You know, what are your thoughts? And like I always say, keep making music, keep listening to music. I'm out. Peace.